Thanks, guys. Tonight in Hawkeye Sports, we'll bring you an update on how Iowa field hockey ended their series of home games before they go on the road, and also an update from volleyball and soccer. But first, we continue our game coverage on Iowa football's 45-29 win over the Indiana Hoosiers on Saturday. An explosive offense was just what Iowa needed when they played Indiana on Saturday. Daily Iowan TV football reporter Chelsea Brown has the story on how the first quarter helped pave the way for the W. Chelsea?
The Hawkeyes came out on top in their second Big Ten matchup of the season, defeating the Indiana Hoosiers on Saturday. The Hawkeyes kicked things off early, putting up 3 touchdowns in the first quarter before Indiana answered back. The use of 5 members on the Iowa offense helped establish diversity the Hawkeyes need in order to keep putting those points up on the board. The first quarter eased Iowa fans' second-half nerves with 3 straight offensive plays in the first quarter. Tight end Jake Doozy caught a 12-yard end-zone pass, followed by wide receivers Damon Powell's 72-yard catch and Jonathan Parker's run for 60 yards, tallying up both of their first career touchdowns.
It just was a great feeling, like, I'm here, I made it, I'm almost there, and once I'm in, I'm in. And once I finally got in, I'm like, yes, first touchdown, many more to come.
The defense, continuing their dominance against Iowa opponents, added 2 first-time career interceptions from both Desmond King and Jordan Lomax.
Just hearing the crowd yell anything like that, seeing my team coming to celebrate with me, it was a good moment for our defense also.
Iowa totaled up a season high of 426 offensive yards. No matter the man in the play caller position, both are leading the offense exceptionally regardless of who starts. Jake Rudock tallied up Iowa's longest play this season against the Hoosiers, and C.J. Beathard added his longest rush with 20 yards. For the 4th time this season, 10 different offensive players had pass receptions, and Iowa's workhorse Mark Wiseman is now 6 for 6 on 4th down attempts.
That's what we want to do. We take pride in that. Take pride in being physical and getting those plays, and we don't get so many chances, and we got to take advantage of them.
Wiseman totals 24 career rushing touchdowns, tying for 4th in program history. Iowa, only averaging 22.6 points per game, put up an incredible 45 against Indiana. This was coming from those explosive plays that put up 28 of those points in the first half. The win added to their 3-game winning streak and puts them in a more confident position for the bulk of the rest of their Big Ten matchups. This is Chelsea Brown, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Thanks for that, Chelsea. A new team tops the Associated Press's top 25. Mississippi State is currently ranked as the #1 team in the country for the first time in history. Florida State down to #2 spot despite a win over Wake Forest 43-3. There's 3 Big Ten teams still hanging in the top 25. Michigan State had a high-scoring win over Purdue 45-31, which kept them at their #8 position. Ohio State jumped ahead to the #13 spot after posting an impressive 52-24 victory over new conference foe Maryland. Nebraska is coming off a bye week after losing to Michigan State 27-22, but still made the jump up 2 spots to #19. The Hawks now only have 1 team still left on their schedule that is ranked in the top 25, but are starting to receive a few votes to put themselves into the top 25 equation. I'll now toss things over to our Whip Around crew as they fill us in on how field hockey, volleyball, and soccer performed over the weekend. Take it away, guys.
Welcome back to our Monday evening whip around. I'm Taylor Bartz here at Grant Field, where the Hawkeyes just wrapped up their 6th consecutive home game yesterday against Miami, Ohio, winning by a score of 3-1. However, the Hawks weren't so lucky last Friday, falling short against number 14 ranked Michigan by a score of 3-1. The now 9-4 Hawkeyes will head on the road this Friday as they face the Michigan State Spartans. Now I'll toss it over to Hawkeye volleyball.
Zach Mackey reporting on Iowa volleyball, and the volleyball squad has seen a drought lately, not winning a set since September 13th. They felt the full fledge of the Big Ten Conference. They lost last weekend against Michigan State and look to rebound back at Carver Hawkeye Arena on Wednesday. The number 15th team in the nation, the Fighting Illini, come to town to take on the Hawks. Again, the Hawks will be home on Saturday, taking on Northwestern, another Big Ten foe. Now, an update on soccer, over to Austin Luce.
Thanks, Zach. The Iowa women's soccer team is looking to get back to their winning ways after they lost to Michigan and tied the Wisconsin Badgers last week. This week, they will host the Indiana Hoosiers on Friday as the 9-4-1 Hawkeyes look to improve that record. That's all we have for you on this week's edition of the Sports Whip Around. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that, guys. And that will do it for me here in the sports studio. In tomorrow's program, we'll bring you Kirk Ferentz's squad as they look back at their win over Indiana while looking forward to another tough matchup at Maryland this Saturday, and take a look at how one freshman is excelling on the men's gymnastics team. Mary Tanner, back to you at the desk.